What's up, guys? This is BANANAMAN, and I'm here in Nashville, and I'll be here for the next couple of months. So when people think of Nashville, they probably think of the honky tonks. They probably think of beer, rivers, kind of hanging out. But you know what? There's a lot more to it. There's a lot of culture. There's a lot of art. There's a lot of history and museums here. And something to check out is the Parthenon. So right here, this is going to be a little tour of the Parthenon, and I learned a little bit about the area and the Parthenon in general. So I'm going to share some facts of what I learned and different stories, because whenever I go to a new area, I want to research it and really explore the area. So let's kind of dive in, and then I'll give out some facts and explain what's going on here. So a lot of people probably don't know, Nashville actually has the nickname the Athens of the South. So it's had this nickname the Athens of the South because of so many universities and schools. So that's another reason why the Parthenon was built here. But it's right here on Centennial Park. It's in the middle of Centennial Park, which is a nice park in downtown Nashville. So if you're in Nashville checking it out, I strongly recommend checking this out. The statue in here, the statue of Athena, is actually the largest statue in the Western countries. So, on the Western continent. So come here, throw some ball, play catch, or play drop, whatever. Terrible joke. Walk the dogs, and I just want to give you guys like a first-hand look of the people and kind of the vibe that's out here. So we're in the beginning of March, so it's not crazy busy, but people come here, they grab lunch, they eat lunch here, they go on walks, they check it out. If you're in the area and you don't check out this place, it's a shame, really. It's like just go up there, look it over, and you'll like it. So this place was actually built um, for, I believe it was the 1827 Centennial Fair, which is Nashville's 100th commemorative birthday. So it was built on Nashville's 100th birthday. They had this huge fair in Nashville, kind of just to really put the world on the map. And they made the Parthenon here to so people remember that it's called the Athens of the South, to recognize the schools here. So they built a small Parthenon just with cheap materials like that people do for like World's Fairs. But people loved it so much that they actually ended up building the real Parthenon here. And it's actually got the same measurements as the original Parthenon. So it's the only place in the world where you could see an actual representation of the Parthenon from Athens, Greece. So that is just awesome. So whenever you first walk in, they're going to have the Vanity Fair, and they're going to have different things that happened on that 100-year anniversary of Nashville being a city. So they had all kinds of people come from all over the world and show off all the newest, equipment, all the newest wheels, all the newest air balloons, and they actually had real life villages. So you could actually, like the streets of Cairo, the China village we just saw, and this Cuban village. They had these people living on Centennial Park, and so people would just kind of walk up and see how they were living. Um, you know, it's wrong, really, but it was like a zoo for back in the day that they actually had these villages. Yeah, messed up, but onward. Yeah, and like I said, you could press pause and check out any of these things. And this right there, that's that statue of Athena. And I saw this couple here; they were super nice. The chick is barefoot, so I don't know about all that, but I mean, hey, I'm with it. So, anyways, and then the next room is an art exhibit, and then this is gonna change all the time, just like a lot of museums. They're gonna have the main thing, and then this is always gonna change. So right now it's Black History Month, so it's a different black painter and sculptor, and it's really nice artwork. So this will always change. So keep a lookout for how it's gonna change. I'm trying not to talk too much because we're in a museum, so I'm trying to be quiet, but it's pretty sweet. Second floor is nice art, a lot of stuff that you could learn. I'm gonna be reading a lot, so bring your readers, but I'm gonna keep walking and do the video, but I'm definitely gonna come back and read some of this and figure some things out. A cool fact about these doors, they're 24 feet tall, they're 1 foot thick, and they weigh 7.5 tons, those doors do. So anyway, whenever you come up those steps, you're gonna be right here at the main shebang, the Parthenon. Okay, and we're gonna check out the statue. It's 42 feet tall. It's covered in gold leaf. That's Athena right there, who is believed to be like the goddess of wisdom, democracy, war, weaving. She was who Athens is named after. She was their goddess. She's who they idolized, or she was their idol, whatever. And then in her hand is Nike, Nike, and he's the god of victory. And then you're going to see a serpent and then a shield. And on the shield, it has a lot of different battles. And if you don't know anything about Athena, hey, I didn't either. But this is why I'm making these videos, so I could learn a little of this, learn a little bit of that. And then I'm going to go over some facts about Athena, about the battles. And, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Athenas was the goddess of war, the female counterpart to Ares. She was also the daughter of Zeus, but no mother bore her. She sprang from Zeus's head, full grown and clothed in armor. She was Zeus's favorite child, and according to Homer's account, Athena was a fierce and ruthless warrior. So this shield here, it represents three main battles, and that's going to be when the Greeks defeated the Amazons, when the Greeks defeated the Centaurs, and also the Giants. And also on the outside of the temple and kind of on the bottom, these same battles are going to kind of go throughout, as well as the Trojan War. So a lot of different battles and a lot of different scenes here taking place, and this is how stories were told. And then here's a griffin, which I guess was supposed to be like protected. And like I said, you could always press pause, learn more about the Parthenon griffin, and then we're going to go into this next room, and then there's going to be actual different sculptures and different artifacts from the original Parthenon. So that is super cool. And actually, a little fun fact, the Parthenon, the original one in Athens, Greece, it actually blew up. So whenever the Greeks lost that city, the Ottoman Empire took it over, and the Persians went in there, and they kept all their gunpowder in the Parthenon. And then it blew up, and that's why the Parthenon got destroyed. Okay, so this battle right here is actually what was painted on the inside of Athena's shield. And this is one of the most important struggles in Greek mythology. This was the battle between the giants and the Olympian gods for supremacy of the cosmos. The giants, they were the children of Gaia, who was the earth, and Uranus, the sky. And then they were battling Zeus and to see who would control the cosmos. So the Titans were Zeus's father, actually. And then pretty much there was a prophecy in it, and that was that a mortal was going to kill the Titans, and that's where Hercules comes in with the bow and arrow. So that battle was all about Hercules and how he kind of defeated the Titans. So really cool. Oh yeah, so anyway, so after that, you kind of go into the, check it out. I got some souvenirs, different things. The Athens of the South. Got something for my daughter too, these cards. So there's a whole deck of, oh yeah, you could press pause here, just some interesting little stories and whatnot. But a cool thing, there was a deck of cards and about all the Greek mythologies, and I pulled out one card just to read it to see what it was all about, and it was the card with Athena on it. So look, I believe in like different weird things and stuff, but yeah, like what are the odds out of all the cards that I pull out? It was literally the one about Athena and spiders and arachnids, who the name arachnid comes from arachnia or something like that, where someone was a weaver, challenged Athena into a weaving contest. She won, but then she turned her into a spider. It's a long story. Look it up, or just read that card. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. I'm not the best, obviously. I'm just kind of doing this for fun, and I don't get paid to do this, so I don't spend too much time on like making it perfect. But look, you saw the area, you learned. Did you know Nashville was considered the Athens of the South? Did you know that it has the largest indoor structure in the Western Hemisphere of Athena, the largest Western indoor structure in the Western Hemisphere? I said that so junky and sloppy. But anyway, and an exact replica of the Parthenon, which back in the day, whenever the Parthenon was first built, it was a structure for democracy. It was a structure for civilization, a structure for so many cool things. So to have it here is a testament to time. So here's the original one that they built for the party. This is not it. So this was for the 100th birthday party, the Centennial. See, like I said, it was a lot cheaper, and it's just kind of easier to put up. But then they loved it so much, they were like, you know what, let's build an actual one. So they built the actual one in like I think it was the 1920s, and then they actually didn't get that statue of Athena until like 1990 or something. And that was just a whole bunch of people donated to get it, and it is so cool. I'm so happy they have that. Like, honestly, I was expecting this place to be like okay. I didn't know half of the stuff that I learned here. So if you're new to Nashville or just checking it out, I strongly recommend checking this out because I was blown away. And I actually had no idea. And I live close to here. So that's kind of one of those things. So wherever you're at, I bet you have some places with history in it. I bet you have some really cool things that you don't even know. Like I said, I'm from St. Louis, and I completely forgot, like, Woodhen? No, the Cahokia Mounds. How big of a thing the Cahokia Mounds were. Like, it was... There's a whole lot of facts about that, and I have a video about the Cahokia Mounds and Stonehenge as well, because it's right there. Or Woodhenge, should I say. But yeah, guys, check it out. Subscribe to the channel if you like learning different things or checking out different places, because I plan on doing like the top 20 things to do in Nashville, and this is just getting it started right here. So thanks a lot, guys. Subscribe to the channel, and then I'm going to let this play on to show you different things.
a lot better than I expected. I learned a lot. In there, it is the tallest statue in the Western world, actually. So that is pretty awesome. Or I probably said that wrong, but yeah, I loved it. Good thing to do. I definitely recommend it, and it costs like $10. So got a couple of little souvenirs and whatnot. Something for my daughter. A couple little stickers. And yeah, I'll be doing other things in Nashville, but I strongly, strongly recommend it. So if you're in Nashville, check it out because we are known as the Athens of the South, and that's because we have so many universities and so many schools. So it's called the Athens of the South.
Now, here's for you guys. If you plan on visiting, read these little things right here. It'll tell you different things they're doing, kind of what's inside, different events, different parties. They have little tours that go in certain places, which, hey, I'm going to take an actual tour to, different special events, and it tells the times. Thanks, guys. Subscribe to the channel, check it out, and hopefully you enjoy the Parthenon.